Hello all. In this video, we are going to discuss Infosys interview experience for the role of digital specialist engineer. Uh, the package offered for this role is 6.25 LPA. Before starting the video, if you are new to our channel, please do subscribe. The interview was, so let's get into the topic. So interview was scheduled on 4 p.m. In the evening. The interview joined at exact time at 4 p.m. The duration of the interview was 40 minutes. They have mentioned 40 minutes in the mail. It may exceed the time limit also, and the interview may end before that duration also. My interview duration was 30 minutes. The interview exactly started at 4 p.m. The interview asked when the interview asked normal general greeting happened, then he asked me, tell me about yourself, the normal basic question that every interviewer asked. Then I briefed about me. Then when I'm briefing about me, I mentioned the electronics. I am from electronics and communication engineering background. Then and I have mentioned I have participated in several hackathons related to electronics and communication engineering branch and won several hackathons. So he asked me that you are from EC background and you are good at your core skills, then why do you want to switch to IT company? The normal question for non-CAC students, they'll ask for why do you want to switch to IT? You are from mechanical or civil background. This question was asked for me also. Then later on, he asked me about the DBMS, like what is DBMS, where it is used, like this question, like most basic question about DBMS. Then going on further, what do you mean by joints, types of the joints, where the joints are used, like this questions he asked. I was not much familiar with the joints, so I said, sir, I'm currently learning SQL, so I'm not much familiar. So he asked, then okay, it's okay. Then he asked what is TCP protocol. Then I answered, then what are the programming languages you are familiar with? He asked. Then I said Python. I'm much more familiar with Python. So yeah, he started asking me the most basic questions in Python, like what is namespace in Python, data types in Python. Only this type of questions asked in the interview. The Python questions these questions are very easy to answer. Like he's not asking in-depth knowledge of DBMS like Python. The namespace and data types in Python are most basic questions. Then he asked me to share the screen and write a code for Fibonacci series. I wrote the code using a recursion in Python on Jupyter Notebook. He was satisfied with my code, and then do you have any questions for me? Like I asked, so what is what are the difficulties faced by the fresher of from non-IT or non-CSE background in Infosys as a fresher? So it's okay. I will be trained by the Infosys experts. Then you will be deployed into the particular project. Yeah, it doesn't matter from which branch you are. You will be trained you will be trained in the Infosys. No need to worry about that. So then I asked, then again I asked, sir, any feedback for me? Like he gave a positive feedback. It took almost a month to get an interview result from the date of the interview. The month which I gave a test was January, and the interview happened on February, and the result was declared on March. Total 3 months of duration. It takes a lot of time in Infosys for these roles. So you need to be patient. And if you are preparing for a digital specialist engineer or a specialist programmer, you need to thorough with data structures and algorithms. And for the interview, data structures and algorithms is must, and then DBMS is must. They'll definitely ask the DBMS questions. So this is all about the interview experience with Infosys. Thank you.